The shir is given Lezecha Nishmas Rachaleya Bas Chaim Tzvi. We're going to be examining now, in light of the backdrop that we just presented in the last shir, we're going to examine Perek Memches of Yirmiyahu. We'll read the Perek, and we're going to comment on a number of psukim, but primarily we're interested in one particular nekuda which will emerge after an examination of the Perek. Pasuk Aleph reads, L'Moav Ko Amar Hashem Tzvakos. This is the nevuah that of course relates to the fate of Moav. Hashem is going to wreak vengeance, and primarily because of the tzaras that she caused Klal Yisrael. Ko Amar Hashem Tzvakos Elokei Yisrael Hoi El Nevo Kishudada. Here we now have a list of different cities that were destroyed, were spoiled. Hovisha Nilkeda Kiryasayim. Again, another city, also found in Moav as well. Hovisha HaMisgov V'chata. And the pasuk continues to tell us in pasuk Beis, Eino Tehilas Moav. No longer is there going to be praise that will be given to Moav. Becheshba, that's the city that we mentioned, the well-known city. Choshu Alei L'chu B'nachrisenu B'goy. That the thinking was, let us go and completely wipe it out. Gam Madmein Tidomi. Madmein is going to be wasted. Acharayach Telei Chorev, the sword's going to follow you. Kol Tzaka Mechoronoyim. A cry of Tzaka will be heard from Choronoyim. Shod Vasheve Gadol. They'll be looting and plunder. Nishbura Moav. Moav is broken. Hishmiu Zakat Tzireh. Even the young in Moav have let out a cry that's going to be heard. So here we see the beginning of the description of destruction in Moav, the punishment that Hashem meted out to her, and it continues in Pasuk K. Kim Ma'alei Haluchos Bivchi Yale Bechi. Again, we're talking about weeping. Ki B'morad Choronoyim. A cry of destruction is going to be heard. Nusu maltu nafshechem. Run, save your lives. B'siyena karoer b'midbar. You'll be like a roer in the desert. Here the Mefarshim, in the language of Aroer, Rashi learns Migdal Aroer Osui B'midbar Ve'in Sviv of Yishuv Kim Shechni Olim U'Migdal Ha'omed Bein Yishuv Nireh Kechurban Kein Tirgem. Rashi quotes the Targum that we're talking about a tower in the desert without any civilized cities around it except for tent dwellers, and there's a tower standing without any inhabitants. Appears to be a churba in ruins. That's how Targum Yonason translates. Others translate Karoer, the name of a tree, of forest trees. The Radak quotes of Haigon, who defines it as a tree producing fruit covered with thorns, perhaps prickly pears. And the Navi continues, Kiyan bitchek b'ma'asayich u'v'yotzvosayich gamati lachedi. Relied on your deeds, on your treasures, on your livestock, on your possessions, on your vaults, on your material goods. Those treasures are not going to help you to save you from Golus. Your God as well, Kamosh, the God of Moav, is also going to go into exile, and everything will be taken into captivity. Notice the language which is going to be used again and again. The language of Shodeid, which we saw earlier in Pasuk Aleph, Kishudada, and we'll see it a number of other times. Here also in Pasuk Ches, V'yavo Shodeid al kol yirviyah lo simaleit, V'yavar ha'emek v'nishmar ha'mishor, Asher Amar Hashem. Everything is going to be destroyed. Tenu tzitz l'Moav. Give wings to Moav. Kinatzel teitziv v'yarel l'shama tiyena me'ein yoshei bahem. This language of giving tzitz to Moav. Again, the Mefarshim have different interpretations. Rashi says, Tenu kanaf l'Moav Kol davar, Rashi says, which is going to be toleh uboled min ha'adam min ha'ba'ema koritzitz. Rashi refers to the pasuk at the end of Shlach. Vayolachem etzitzis. It shall be to you as tzitzis, means anything that protrudes from a human being or from an animal is called tzitz, something that hangs, and in effect, the pasuk says, not so teitzei, you're going to go into exile, you're going to go into Golus. However, all this is very clear. The Navi says, why is it going to happen? And the answer, of course, is, all this is the work of Hashem Yisbarach. And therefore, anyone who does not participate in this mission and this mandate to destroy Moav, Chazal have different interpretations of this particular pasuk, but anyone, in effect,